It is a day at coffee shop. Alex and Ben are sitting at a small table, steaming mugs in front of them. Alex leans forward, a thoughtful look on their face. Alex says, I always enjoyed watching the Harry Potter films, right? Ben says, yeah, they are classics. They really do bring the books to life in a way. Alex says they do, but every time I watch them, I feel like something important is missing. Like a key piece of a puzzle is not quite in place. Ben says, oh yeah, what do you mean? Well, they seem to cover most of the big stuff, spells, Quidditch, Voldemort being evil. Alex says, exactly, Voldemort. And Harry being the chosen one. They mention that all the time, right? Ben says, of course. It's like the whole point. Harry is special, destined to defeat him. Alex says, but they never really explain why. They say prophecy, but they just leave it hanging there. It's like they expect everyone just knows the details. Ben takes a sip of his coffee, considering. Ben says, I guess you are right. They say the words of prophecy in the films, don't they? Something about neither can live while the other survives. Alex says they do, but that is just the end bit. There is so much more to it. It's like the films show you the destination, but they skip the entire journey to get there. Ben says, journey? What journey is there in a few lines of prophecy? Alex says, a huge one. See, the prophecy, it does not actually even name Harry. It's like a riddle, pointing to someone with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord. And here is the thing, it actually could have been two people. Ben raises his eyebrows, intrigued. Ben says, two people? You mean like Harry and someone else? Alex says, exactly, it could have been Harry, but it also could have been Neville Longbottom. Yes, Neville. Think about it. The prophecy says born as a seventh month dies the year it is given. Both Harry and Neville are born then, and it says their parents defied Voldemort three times. Neville's parents, they fought Voldemort and were tortured for it, just like Harry's. Ben says, whoa, Neville, clumsy Neville. I never considered that for a second. So how does it end up being Harry then, not Neville? Alex says that's the crucial part. The prophecy also says the Dark Lord will mark him as his equal. And Voldemort does that when he gives Harry his score. He goes to kill Harry because of the prophecy, see? But it's like Voldemort chooses Harry to be his enemy, to be the one. It's not faced choosing Harry, it's Voldemort action that does it. Ben says, wait, Voldemort acts because of the prophecy. So if there was no prophecy, maybe none of this happens. Alex says, that's the crazy thing. If the prophecy is not made, or if Voldemort never hears about it, he might never attack the Potters in the first place. The whole story starts because of this prophecy, and the film just glows over it. Bill says this is getting complicated. So how does Voldemort even know about the prophecy? Who makes it in the first place? Alex says Professor Trelawney makes it during her interview for the Hogwarts job. Dumbledore is there interviewing her, but here is where it gets even more interesting. Someone else hears part of it too. Ben says who? Not Snape. Alex nods slowly and dramatic pause. Alex says Snape. Severus Snape, he overhears the beginning of the prophecy, and Snape back then he is still connected to Voldemort. He tells Voldemort what he hears. Ben leans back, processing this. Ben says, so Snape is the reason Voldemort knows about the prophecy. And because of Snape, Voldemort goes after Harry's family. Alex says, exactly, it is partially Snape's fault that Harry is an orphan. It shows you he has not always this heroic figure later on. He makes this terrible mistake telling Voldemort about the prophecy because he cares about Lily, Harry's mother, but in doing so he sets everything in motion, and then he spends his life trying to fix it, protecting Harry. Ben says, wow, Snape's backstory is even more messed up than I thought. The films really don't show any of this, do they? Alex is barely a hint, they miss this whole layer of complexity. Snape's role in the prophecy, the fact it could have been Levi, how Voldemort himself begs Harry the chosen one, it all get outs. It would make the film so much richer, it makes Snape a much more tragic and understandable figure, and it shows how fate and choice are tangled together. Ben says you are right. It does sound like a really important piece they left out. It's like they give you the magic but not the real story behind the magic. Alex notes, taking a last sip of their coffee. Alex says precisely. And that's why, as much as I love the film, I always feel like something essential is missing. It's the prophecy story, the story behind the chosen one. Ben nods, looking thoughtful as he stares into his empty mug. Ben says, "Well, now I'm going to have to rewatch them all, but thinking about this prophecy the whole time completely changes how you see everything." Alex says, "It really does."